It did say that, yes, because and it's really interesting because like the footnote was like it was very specific, like yeah, it removes body parts, and like a lot of times it was like either the hands or genitals, and occasionally the feet, which would make sense if it was about abuse. Yeah, it would absolutely make sense. Like, yeah, if you actually connect all the dots, like first the two times the hands, and then one time the feet, and then the genitals, and you're like, hmm. And it also happens to be the one who got his genitals removed, the one who went missing was a woman. So you could connect it like that. All right. Next one doesn't have an author's page. They're called Too Many Muskets. They don't have an author's page. But they wrote, they grew up so fast. And I'm going to check Instagram again. Looks like she's still not here. Man, she's staying at her mom's place for a while, but that's fine. Okay, here we go. Euclid. Special containment procedures were covered instances of SCP-2355. By the way, Casabon, I really appreciate that you like check the discussion and just be like, hey, here's some extra information that might be interesting. Because I don't want to like deep dive into the discussion myself. I feel like that will increase the stream length by so much more, and reading 10 SCPs per day on Saturday and Sunday is already like a lot. So I appreciate that you take your time to do that and then inform me about it. It's really cool for you. Okay, sorry. Let me continue. Special containment procedures. Recovered instances of SCP-2355 are to be stored in Containment Area 8 Site. Security personnel who are expecting offspring are those with offspring born within the last year. Wait, security personnel who are expecting offspring or those with offspring born within the last year are not to be detailed to SCP-2355. All family members and friends who have come into contact with -1 prior to retrieval are to be given Class B amnestics. Parents are to be provided with a replacement infant of appropriate age and appearance. What? Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. Can you imagine that child? Can you imagine that child does a DNA test in the future and then finds out like, oh, I'm not related to you guys, and the parents are like, huh? What? No, you are. You're not adopted. Like, huh? What do you mean? This DNA test must be wrong, because like we literally gave birth to you. It's like, well, it says here I'm not related to y'all. At present, all known instances of SCP-2355 are in Foundation custody. Agents should continue to monitor police and civilian channels for further outbreaks. Special attention should be paid to reports of breaking and entering, particularly those involving unidentified persons who are not accompanying violence to escape attempt has been reported. I always like to check the discussion board since there are sometimes cool information and theories about the SCPs. Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's just like I said, so, like a lot of people always ask me like if I want to read the tales or if I want to reread certain SCPs, and I'm just like, I already have so much stuff to do with the SCP Foundation. There's like 9,000 to read. There's a joke SCPs to read. I have to make the thumbnails and upload each one individually, time and schedule them. So I'm just like, I cannot be bothered to also deep dive into the discussion section and try to find extra stuff while reading 10 on Saturday and 10 on Sunday. But then, like, you know, Howard, you've probably seen him a couple times in my videos. He takes his time to count all, like, to word count all the pages to tell me how much there is to read, and also secret information. And then, so I appreciate anybody who decides to like, hey, I want to help you out. I want to share with you some stuff. That makes this a lot more fun, and so yeah. So I just appreciate it. At present, all known instances of SCP-2355 are in Foundation custody. Agents should continue to monitor police and civilian channels for further outbreaks. I think I already read this, but I forgot. Special attention should be paid to reports of breaking and entering, particularly those involving unidentified persons where no accompanying violence or escape attempt has been reported. To deflect serious journalistic attention from genuine instance of SCP-2355, ongoing false reports of time-traveling children have been disseminated through media channels known to lack credibility. Time-traveling children, you say? What's the name of this one again? They grow up so fast, yeah. Okay, they probably will grow up really fast then. Description: SCP-2355 refers to an instance of a baby well sleep night crib manufactured between 6/14 and 6/16. Production records indicate that 1,050 such cribs were manufactured over this period and made available for sale to the general public. Sleeper agents are now in the employ of baby well. Love how sleeper agents, especially with a crib where you sleep in. I see what you did there. When a human infant under the age of 12 months sleeps in SCP-2355 overnight, they will grow into or be replaced by a genetically identical version of themselves aged to 18 years. Wow. -1. Not even like 5 years or 10 years, no, 18. End of high school age. This anomaly will only occur if the infant is not subject to visual observation at any point between sleeping and waking. Audio surveillance devices, baby monitors will not pick up any unusual activity. For this reason, it has been difficult to ascertain the exact nature of the change, or at which point of the night it occurs. Initial interviews with instances of -1 have shown they possess memories of lives, family members, friends, and acquaintances, as if they have been born the relevant length of time prior to the actual birth. A subject born on 2016, for example, will recall the 10th birthday as having occurred on 2008. Oh, okay. So if they were born in, let's just say they were born now, 2025, 18 years. So they would think they were born in 2007. Interesting. Like, yeah, okay, gotcha. Memories of family members are accurate to the subject's family at the time of their birth. In terms of appearance, personality, and age relative to that of -1, infants born prior to -1 will sometimes be remembered as childhood friends, though so far this effect has only been seen with infants who have been in close physical proximity with -1 between birth and the anomaly manifesting. Other remembered acquaintances, as far as can be observed, do not correspond to known individuals except by coincidence and appear to be wholly invented for the purpose of the implanted memories. All specific events remembered by -1 appear to be invented and will not correspond with any real-life events except by coincidence. Further interviews with -1 have determined a single shared memory of an individual known as Uncle Jack. Okay. Jack Skellington, Jack Sparrow, Jack Frost, Jack and the Beanstalk. Like, I'm trying to think of all the different fictional Jacks I know, and figure out if they could be related. The individual has not been centrally involved in any of -1's memories, but has been mentioned as a background figure at various events taking place between the ages of and. The description of this individual has been consistent in terms of mannerism and general appearance, and have, in all cases, failed to match any known relative of the -1 instance being interviewed. The only significant variable in description has been the age of Uncle Jack. So here we have interview excerpt. Note, the excerpts have been taken from longer interviews and highlights mentions of the unknown individual shared between all -1 instances named as Uncle Jack. Interview 1, 3rd, 14th, 2000. Excerpt begins 7 minutes into interview. Interviewer, okay. And that was on your birthday? Yeah, it was fun. Mom made an awesome cake and Uncle Jack got me a copy of... You have an Uncle Jack? Yeah, sure. Really old guy, like really old. Like at least 70, maybe 75. I think he was a great uncle, really, but we always called him uncle. What does he look like? He was kind of tall, though he stooped a lot. I guess because he was old. Long gray hair, wore glasses. He looked angry a lot of the time, like he was in pain and didn't like it. Who is this Uncle Jack? Probably the discussion has maybe some theory about it. Well, we'll see if the rest of the story has something to explain. Interview for 24th, 2000. Excerpt begins 3 minutes into interview. Who was on the holiday? It was a long time ago. There was me, Mom, and Dad. Little Ruby. She was about 4 or so at the time. Uncle Jack was there. All my cousins were there, except Dean, who had the weird face. And then, could you describe your Uncle Jack? Oh yeah, Uncle Jack. Well, he didn't see so good. I saw him wearing glasses once. His hair was long, pretty gray, and he was tall for an old guy. Grumpy bloke as well. How old was he? He wasn't quite 70, but pretty close, I think. Interview 9, 4th, 16th, 2000. Excerpt begins 1 hour and 18 minutes into the interview. Subject has been speaking for approximately 32 minutes. And so I open it up, fam. Fucking bare amount of wasp in there, you get me? So yeah, that's why I don't eat cheese. Fucking cheese. Thank you. Now, if I could return to my original question, what do you remember about your family from where you were? Sorry, bud. So there was me, and me mom, and me big brother Johnny with the peak hair, and Uncle Jack. He was a bit of a weird geez. How would you describe him? Who? You Uncle Jack. Oh, right. Yeah, he was fucking pissed off, man. All the days. He had this fucking stringy hair and a squint, mate. I'd be fucking pissed off if I looked like that. I mean, he was only, what, 65? No, I've been going back through these interviews and the uncle's age difference isn't random, it's regressive. Oh, yeah, it went from like 75 to 70 to 65. It's actually making the focus of the future questioning. Doctor. Interview 6/12/2000. Excerpt begins 1 minute into interview. I want to ask about your Uncle Jack. Appears uncomfortable. How do you know I have an Uncle Jack? We spoke to your mother. Yeah. Has she stopped crying yet? She's fine. Now, your uncle. I only met him a few times. He was 50 or so, I think. Told me a couple of funny stories about these 2 doctors he knew, but the subject seems reluctant to continue speaking. Please, go on. I don't think he was a very good guy. I just got a feeling from him. This other time he took me aside and told me about the time subject becomes increasingly uncomfortable. You know what? Never mind. Can I see my mom now? Okay, who is this Uncle Jack? Addendum, instant log, baby taker 1. No, the following message was... I'm getting hungry. The following message was recorded and sent to Foundation researchers by Agent, currently undercover in Baby Whale's accountant department. Agent, so, something strange has happened. About a month ago, the factory packed in, just up and stopped working. 2 days later, they got it fixed. Everything was fine. Then it all broke down again. No idea why. But we got 2 days of manufacture out of it and shipped them out like normal. Took another week to get it fixed again. I've been going through the paperwork, getting it ready for filing, and I noticed something. All the customers' addresses are blank, like someone's trying to stop us finding where they went. You better mobilize yourself and get hunting for baby beds, boys. I think that fucker Jack is up to something. That fucker. No, it sends receiving communication from Agent. 1 instance of -1 has been recovered. Recognition of the anomaly was hampered by the subject not being aged to 18 years, as in previous manifestations, but the age of the initial interview with the subject is transcribe below. Sorry about that. And we log on 9th 2000. I want my mom, please, mister. Where is she? She's sleeping. You both had a difficult night. How are you feeling? Bad. I feel sick. Are you guys the jailers? The jailers? Yeah, my Uncle Jack told me about the jailers last night. He said they looked like you in white coats and stuff. You saw your Uncle Jack last night? He had dinner with us. He asked my mom to leave us alone and she just walked out. Didn't say anything. What did he say to you? He asked me to say something when I saw you. Made me remember it. Can I see my mom? Where is she? What did he want you to say to us? So you are the jailers? We're here to help. Sometimes, yes, that means being the jailers. Okay, well, he said to tell you that he's coming and you can't stop him, and he's going to be young again, strong again soon. And when he is, he said there's going to be fire. SB2355 has been reclassified to Euclid. That is such a scary way to end that. To like this character getting younger and younger and younger, and then one of the children being like, "Yeah, it told me to tell you that he's coming for you." I remember Uncle Jack. He was always in a bad mood. But I get it. Being 70 and stooped over would make me mad too. I don't know which family side he is related to, but it looks like all my family respect him. That's what he says. He warned me about the foundation. Weird. There we go. Uncle Jack. Ooh, I'm legitimately getting hungry. I might grab a quick snack real quick. Be right back.